state my beard. How do you make this beard to go like... Anyway, I didn't want to do a video on my beard. I want to do a response video on Sarms. Sarms seems to be featured quite heavily in the media here in the UK at the moment. It was on one of the radio stations, radio whatever, I can't remember, yesterday. And I have happened to listen to it by pure accident yesterday. As you may or may not be aware, Sarms are for research purposes only, so they're not legal in the UK to sell for people. They're, as I say, they're for research, so kind of take that however way you take that. But obviously people take Sarms. I've took Sarms before, I don't make any secret about it. I've took steroids before, again I don't make any secret about it. Hello. He's not looking, bless him. Anyway, sorry, got distracted by a fellow gym user with headphones on walking down the street. So anyway, if I was a young person thinking about Sarms and I happened to listen to the same radio station that I listened to yesterday on the subject of Sarms, to me, if I was in my 20s, I'd think, oh, you know what, there's a doctor on there talking about how bad Sarms are. Sarms haven't had a lot of research. They've had little bits of research, but not a lot. So the long-term effects, bad effects, are pretty much unknown. You can kind of guess them, but there's no science to back it up. It's pure like speculation and guesswork on the long-term side effects. So because this qualified doctor, not qualified in sports nutrition or anything, just a qualified doctor, is saying how bad Sarms are, if you are young, or if you are old like me and you can remember when you was young, if somebody's saying to you, oh, nowadays people on Instagram who are looking all muscly and things, they're getting there by cheating, by using things like anabolic steroids and Sarms. These Sarms are really bad for you and da 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 da. In my 20 or 30 year old brain, I'm thinking, oh, hold on a minute, so they're using Sarms. So if you didn't happen to know about Sarms, oh, Google Sarms. Oh, bloody hell, these sound amazing. I want to try them. So I'm playing devil's advocate a little bit. So in my head, things like that qualified doctor saying how bad Sarms are is pretty much promoting Sarms in people that may or may sort of like are thinking about, I need to get a little bit bigger in the gym, or whatever the goal is in the gym. So I see that as a bad thing. In trying to discourage people, it's doing the opposite. I may be wrong, I don't know, let me know what you think. The other thing, a lot of people that do take them are pretty much clueless, and I'll give you an example, because one of the people that rang into the show said, oh yeah, I've been using Sarms for 2 years, and yeah, I've seen some muscle growth, and yeah, I'm definitely getting more aggressive with it, because my missus says I'm more aggressive than I used to be, blah de blah. So straight off the bat, I'm thinking, you've been, hold on a minute, well, stop, back up a bit. You've been using Sarms for 2 years. So the doctor didn't pick up on that opening statement from this guy. So whether this guy had been using it straight for 2 years without a break, I don't know. But in my head, it was a big red flag came up. 2 years, I mean, if I was to use Sarms, or like when I did use Sarms rather, I used them for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, probably, I think it was 12 was the most I used Sarms for before taking a break, because obviously you get suppression. I say obviously, not to this guy. It should be obvious to you if you're using Sarms that you're going to get hormonal suppression, which needs so you need a break and you need a PCT and everything else, because they're pretty much like steroids. So this doctor never picked up on that point, which just shows me that she's not as expert as she thinks. Well, she's obviously not an expert in Sarms, she's a fucking doctor. No doctors are expert in Sarms. To me, it would have been better off on the media, if they want to discourage people, to get somebody on there that's more qualified. It might not have all the certification to go with it, but somebody, a bodybuilder, a bodybuilding coach, a prep coach maybe, somebody that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt, and then people are more likely to take notice of that person. That's just my thoughts on it anyway. But let me know what you think. If you're thinking about using Sarms, I can't stop you. I'm not advocating the use. I'm not encouraging or discouraging. It's kind of like do what you want to do, same as what I did when I took them. But please do your research. Don't just take it for read that, oh yeah, these are great, I'm going to put loads of muscle on, blah blah blah, and that's it. We've all got access to the internet. Do your research and come up with your own conclusion. Anyway, is that it? Is that it, Stuart?
Yeah, I think so.
That's Stuart's contribution to today's video. And if anyone's got any tips on how to straighten my beard, I don't want to be, oh, this is a rocking nightmare. I've just had a shower, so it's kind of a bit wetting, isn't it? But anyway, beard tips and research your Sarms, people. See you later.